Got us,
Yep.
got us in the building. That wait for some people to call. Yeah. Wait for some people to call on.
Your shit is clean.
Clean like a mug, right? Nice. Hey, Reggie Reg, what up, G? What's going on? Give it a couple of secondos, right? Then we're gonna go ahead and Curry, what's going down? And go ahead and bring you all up on here. Talk that DJ talk. DJ Wiz, DJ Sight. Just talking about hip hop history, especially around the Rochester area. We doing DJs tonight.
Yes, sir.
We normally do this thing right here once a week. Last week we took off.
Yep. You had a function or something going on, right?
We had that movie thing last week.
Okay.
Last week we took off, but this time we here. We're in the building chilling. Yeah, we're gonna start in a second. Let's get some people up in here. Where my water go? Oh my God.
I haven't been on this Facebook page
Bobby Lamar Lee, easy out there. Huh? You haven't been on that one?
like a year. That's the one that got like 13,000 joints on there.
This one right here, your Facebook?
Mm-hmm. This the fan page or the like page or whatever.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I be forgetting about it.
Yo, check it out, right? There's a lot of DJs. Like, it's so many DJs that, like, the dude Doomy had put up stat today. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yep.
Cass was trying to name all the DJs that they ran across and who was doing what. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I can't even name it. That's why I didn't jump on the stat.
Yeah, because I was telling you earlier, I didn't want to forget anybody. I know for me, getting, like, when I got started, my boy older brother, he had a pair, he didn't have no 12s, he had these Technic turntables in a mom's basement. And this is like my best friend, right? Junior high school. I didn't know his brother DJ. So I go in the basement, I see these vinyls. I hadn't seen vinyl in years at this time. I'm like, yo, what's up with this? He's like, oh yeah, no, my brother be DJing. Word, I was already excited about DJing because, you know, watching the movie Juice and watching Kid Capri at the end of Dub Comedy Jam, I used to just love the setup. Right. I used to always be intrigued with the way a person's DJ setup was. But his setup was nice.
Okay.
So then I finally met him. I see him, you know, fucking around with the shits or whatever. And I think I
what up?
I think I used to use my boy as an excuse to come over to his mom's house just to watch his brother DJ.
Your homeboy?
My homeboy.
Your friend?
My friend's friends, yeah.
So you cut your friend off?
No, I didn't cut him off, but you know, I really came to go watch the PlayStation. I wanna watch this DJ stuff. They was at the album release listening thing we had last year with L.I. Me and L.I. had.
Oh,
they was in there for a quick second. They broke out early, but they was in there for a quick second.
Still DJ?
Nah, he don't DJ no more. Nope.
Wow.
So he I watched him, and then at my boy's birthday party, I think he was turning like 14. His brother did this blend. He took, you remember the Brandy Best Friend with the Bebop remix?
Yep.
He was beatboxing.
Yep.
He took that record and he put the Biz Markie Just a Friend instrumental on top of that. Man, that shit was so crazy. When I saw that, I said, yo, this is what I want to do.
Man, listen, man. Sometimes, and I go through this a lot, y'all DJs out there can agree, and you too. Sometimes when you make a blend, it's so groovy that you don't want to
stop.
You don't want to take it off. You're like, yo, I don't want to end this right now.
Yeah, I'm just into it. Man, you get those blends sometimes just fucking around, and you be like, damn, I didn't even think those two would go that good. I kind of had an idea, but this shit sound like a remix.
But now you got stems, right? You blending every damn thing.
Everything.
Shit don't even work. Let me get some cats on here. Caesar Lee, what's up, man? Add me to the live so I can say something real quick. Caesar Lee. 1 secondo, man. 1 secondo.
What was your favorite acapella to blend? Like one of those acapellas you could just throw on anything and it shit just sound good.
What this week was that? Don't Walk Away. Jay flavor, yeah.
Mine was Mary J. Blige, Be Happy.
Let me through all kind of stuff.
All kind of stuff, man.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Caesar Lee, what up?
What's good, Joe?
What's going on, brother, man?
Man, Just got off work, about to got me some Chinese food, about to head to the house, but I wanted to say something real quick.
What's up, Rap?
I always make it clear to people when we talking about hip hop in Rochester, without Straight from the Underground, without Chris G, wouldn't have been the rap scene wouldn't have been what it was in the 90s. Without Wiz, it wouldn't have been without what it was, you know what I'm saying? Without Raj from Record Town.
Right.
So a lot of people, it's a lot of people that need to that need to know that don't know that, you know what I'm saying?
You must not have been watching this.
No, I just got on the live just now.
No, I'm talking about we had Chris on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was at the beach. I was watching.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I was at the beach.
Listen.
I was at the beach. I was watching.
Check it out. Tonight is DJ night, right?
Yeah.
We got Big Reg coming. We got
shout out Big Red.
DJ Killer B coming.
Okay.
GI coming. So we're gonna talk about this hip hop history, what they used to do at the time and what they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey man, GI always showed me love, man.
No doubt.
GI, Big Reg, they always showed me love. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you.
So I just wanted to pop in and say that real quick, and I'm gonna land my plane right there. All right.
Respect every time, Chief.
All right, Chief. All right. I'll see y'all. I'm go ahead and get to this house. You know, I gotta hop in the shower. I've been working all day, so I smell like a bus right now.
No doubt.
So that means I'm musty and I smell like pea and cheese at the same time.
Yo, you black out of here, kid.
I see y'all. Y'all be cool. Peace. Yeah.
Cats on here. Let me get these cats on here. Cubanos, what up? Where you at, Reg? Let me get Reg on this piece and the boy Killer B on here. Yeah, Bobby Lee's in the building. Heavy. These are classic superstar DJs I'm bringing on the set right now. Cats that really made a whole lot of noise. La Liga, que paso, man? Cats that made a whole lot of noise and still making noise around here. Especially that goddamn Killer B. Yeah. Man,
I heard about Killer B before I even met him. I used to always hear ICC used to always talk about Killer B. He's like, Bobby Lee, man, Bobby Lee.
Nasty B.
And I remember, he probably don't remember this, but I remember when they used to have Maxwell's on Montanari spot, the small spot over there on Clinton. Ridge was at Ridge Road. And I met him, but I didn't know that was Bobby Lee. He just like, yo, what up? He always say, what? I didn't know why I said what up to it. And later I found out it was Killer B. I'm like, oh, that's what they talking about.
Yeah. I wonder where they at. I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, I invited you, yeah. Bobby said he unable to join. Let me try Big Reg again. Let's see what's going on with this. Bob, hold on. Let me say Reg. Yeah, just accepted it to bring you right in. But yeah, cats been out here doing their thing for a long time, boy. Super long time. What you got over there, my friend? What Red's doing? Yep. Trying to touch down. Reg, where you at? Said to keep going away. Come on, Reginald. Let me see. Let me try it again. Gonna be flavor because each of them cats can tell their story.
Yeah. They got those.
That's a lot that I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So, Hill, what's going down? I don't know what these dudes doing, but try Reg again. I don't know why y'all can't get on. What is the problem? What is the problem, Reg?
Waiting. Said it's waiting.
Respect every time, Hill. Wait for the cats to hit the stage. Real.
Must be something on Instagram because they both can't.
Yeah, they've been
on by now.
He said he don't see it either.
Yo, y'all go out, come back in. Y'all shut it down and come back in, and I'll try it again when y'all come back in. Y'all don't know what's up with that. It went out. Okay. Yeah, we got a little technical difficulties. We don't know what's going down, but it's about to go down.
Technicals.
Yeah, man. Don't worry about the thing. Don't get it right. They want to talk that talk tonight.
Wish I had the, I wish I would have had to set up here now.
Turntables?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Shit, you got no other.
Oh, you right. I forgot all about that. Your Majesty is in the house. You coming on? You sent me a request too? I don't know what's going on, B. But Caesar Lee got through nice. Reg, I don't even see your request.
They must got iPhones.
That shouldn't matter though.
I'm being funny.
Oh, I'm about to say,
Android
right,
up
yo.
over here. Reg, you got an iPhone, man?
I'm trying to accept Bob right now. All
think
right. We
think
got one
that's me.
superstar on the stage right now.
What's
We don't know
up?
what's going on.
What's up? DJ Williams and my boy DJ Sight.
What's good with you, brother? Hey, did you got an iPhone or Android?
Oh, mine an Android. You know I ain't an iPhone.
Okay, yeah. It got to be an iPhone thing, man.
Let me try
You
Reg.
used to hate it. Hey, I've been Android since it started. I got an iPhone somewhere.
My son be like, Dad, you need to get you an iPhone. I said, for what?
Can you see me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
We got you. We trying to
Can
get
you
Reg
hear
up
me
here.
good?
Yeah, you good?
Yes.
Play it
Oh,
up.
then my phone working then. I'm good.
Yep.
I got an iPad somewhere.
Now we leave them eyes alone.
Oh, okay.
What's good,
Where my
man?
boy Reg at?
We're trying to get him on now.
Oh, okay. He probably got an iPhone.
Yeah.
See, that ain't working. You notice that. It's an iPhone problem.
I don't know what's going on with it, but I keep saying invited.
Right.
So I don't know. So Almighty Killer B, Your Majesty, Easy Bobby
I'm in the
Lee,
building.
Easy BL
I'm in
with
the
the
building.
clientele.
Rain, what up?
All
Hey,
them names.
I'm
All them
35
names.
DJ names.
Check it out, right? Listen,
Yeah.
we're gonna start this from the beginning.
Right.
What and who inspired you to be a DJ?
Well, that's a crazy story because you know me, I'm from Russell You to the Groundville and you know boxing, karate, roller skating, all that type of stuff. And you know the pop locking was coming through real tough. Then the breaking was coming through real tough. And you know I was getting into that type of stuff. And then a friend of mine, one day we was hanging out, and he took me to Adrian Bowie house. Now I knew Adrian. We used to ride to school on the bus together. I didn't like him because he just had way too much swag and he didn't speak to nobody. He was like the Kobe Bryant before Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? When it came to hip hop, he didn't need no assists, you know, and he didn't pass. You know what I'm saying? So we would see him and I'd be like, yo, that cat just, you know, he think he all that. But you know what I'm saying? But other than that, it was nothing to it. So, you know, next thing you know, I'm at the man's house. I don't even like him. You know what I'm saying? But they had a crew, Supreme Sound. So I'm at the house thinking nothing of it. And, you know, they playing some music. And then one of the dudes grabbed the record and was like, you know, DJing was biggie. It wasn't really doing nothing. But when I saw that, I just went crazy. I said, hold up. This dude just grabbed the record and then made it go forward and backwards. You know what I'm saying? And made a little beat with it. And from that moment on, they couldn't get me out their house. You know, I was there every day. I mean, I had to wait my turn to get on, but a lot of times I would bogart because, you know, that's where I'm from a little bit. I was like, listen, y'all already know how to do it. I got to learn this, man. I mean, I was in love with it. I was like, this is something I got to do, you know, and Weeze, you know, which was E-Money, we called him Eric Walls. That's the one put me on. You know, I mean, he took me under his wing. Everybody else laughed when I used to DJ. I'm tearing stuff up, you know, they laughing at me. And he just took me under his wing, man. And he used to take me, like, he would go record shopping. And I would watch him buy like doubles of everything. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow. And then he would run out of money. And I'd be like, well, yo, I got enough money to get these other records. So I would buy some records too. And then we put them in the pile. And then we would just have whatever came out. I mean, we had doubles of it. We didn't care if it was whack, if it was official, you know, because back then, you know, when DJ first started, it was about who played it first, not about who played it and the radio played to death and everybody playing the same music. It was about when you went to the party, you know, if we broke Jekyll and Hyde new song before anybody else, you'd be like, oh, what? Because we knew the you know, the dialogue of who it was, and we'd be like, yo, that's Jekyll and Hyde new jump off. And we'd be like, yeah, son. And that just made you the man. You know, if you had the newest heat and broke it first, right, it was going down. And this is before ITR and any of them radio stations came around, or WRUR, you know, they pretty much put a lot of other people on, but we had to do a lot of research to find that music. Right. You know, and you know, once, like I said, once I got into it, man, I became a master at just getting into that underground. Because, I mean, Wiz, you remember Narkim and Akeem? That I Got Rhythm? They was beatboxing. There was some righteous brothers. See, a lot of people slept, man. Listen, them cats, when they came out, they changed. They was like, everybody was on that Rakim Gods type trip. You know, and Nakim and Akeem was two brothers that the underground slept on. But I had a jam of theirs, man. And I mean, this song was so crazy when it came to hip hop with the dude just doing the beatbox. He was all the music, you know. And I mean, his beatbox style, I mean, it was different than Dougie Fresh and all those type of people. It was just like, crazy. One day I'm gonna play it for you. I think I played it for you a long time ago, but we done been through so much and we getting old. So, you know.
No doubt. Listen, hold on for a second. I don't mean to cut you off. Yeah. But I don't know what's up with Reg. Reg, they keep coming in.
I see G.
Yeah.
What's up, Killer?
What's up, baby? How you do? The Grand Imperial.
Man,
Reg, what's up, man? Where you at, G?
Man, just chilling out, man.
Right.
I can't see Reg. I don't know if I don't know why he can't come in.
Yeah, what you got, an iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Oh,
You should be able to come in. Yo, I want to do it matter if we following each other.
I'm not sure. I don't think so, though.
Damn, I need to get Reg up in this piece, yo. This is right here. Yeah, awesome lineup right here.
Nephew.
Word. But we're gonna keep going on along with it, but I think, damn, I want to get him up here. So go ahead, Bob. You still talking?
Listen, I'm ready for some. I mean, that was like the beginning for me. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, when I saw it, I fell in love. My cousin Daryl Holmes, you know, he had the break dancing on Smash. I was about to get with him, but I was like, nah, bro, I didn't have time to practice nothing else, so I just stuck with the DJing. And I mean, you know, I got a million stories with that DJing. Oh my God. We be doing 15 shows. You know what I'm saying? Especially with me and you hooking up, you know, meeting GI and all them cats. But you know, me and you go back probably, we're the last from our era of doing it. All the people that we know retired and gave it up when I watched so many people retire once Transforming came out. Because remember, once Transforming came out, they didn't care how good you blend, how you flash. You could do whatever you want. The number one question was, can you transform? And if you said no, they was done talking to you.
Yep, it was over with.
Over with for you. You
know? Yeah.
And I remember when Jeff came here and transformed, I was DJing with him. You know, and the thing about it was the thing for me is, you know, the uniqueness, because I wasn't on the scene with like all the top DJs and learning from them. You know what I'm saying? When I heard stuff, I heard it by ear, and I just always practiced and created my own stuff. So, you know, when I would hook up with like Jazzy Jeff and them and Cash Money, you know, to watch them, they were kind of identical, but Cash Money had a little more, you know, you could tell he was a little more seasoned with it, you know, and you know, even like with a bunch of the DJs we did the tours with, you know, for them to be like, yo, man, you got a really unique style, because I was both handed and I was doing everything with both hands, but I wasn't doing what they were doing because I had never, you know, I wasn't following what they were doing. I was always doing my own thing. So, you know, for me, that was always refreshing for them to acknowledge that out of everywhere they toured or went to, that I was one of the most unique DJs that they had ever rocked with, because I wasn't doing everything that was in the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times if I did fall off, guess who I could get with? You know what I'm saying? DJ Wiz. Because he gonna be up on it.
No doubt, no
I
doubt.
didn't know about them VHS tapes and all that different stuff. I didn't know nothing. I just knew the Cold Crush Brothers, you know, they were very basic. You know, they were breakbeat rockers and, you know, broke it down for the rappers. And, you know, that's what we was doing, you know. And, I mean, it was just a beautiful thing. And like I said, most of the time I did rock and learn anything after I got to a certain level, it was from you. You know, I'd be like, Wiz, what's going on? I watch you and you'll be doing the latest what's happening. And then I can go home and practice, you know.
No doubt, no doubt. Yo, that's what's up, man. Hey, G.I.,
Yo,
let's see.
When you started from the beginning,
Right.
When you got into what got you into DJ? Who got you into DJ?
well, the first time I saw turntables, it was over my y'all know him, Jerome Smith. And you know, when I first saw 1200s, I said that's what I want to do. So I was probably, I say 9 or 10 around that time. And before that, it was you know, breaking and everything else that had to do with hip hop. But when I saw them 1200s, I said, this is what I want to do. And that's just how it's been for me ever since I was 9 or 10 years old.
Right.
I mean, I had my first official set when I was in 6th grade. So yeah, so before I got into junior high school, and I had 2 belt-driven turntables, and they weren't worth a damn. They was probably about like maybe $80, $100 a piece. I had got them from Service Merchandise, and I worked the shit out of them belt-driven turntables, and until I could be able to afford some direct drives, man. But yeah, man, it's pretty much, man, all my life, more than half my life, I've been into the art of DJing, been a DJ before it was a popular thing to be. Back when it wasn't even about the DJ, like the DJ didn't get no rec, it was the MC, you know, that far back. So yeah.
So it wasn't an individual that
It wasn't
you
the
saw that
Huh?
DJing? Was it an individual that you saw DJing, or you just fell in love with the equipment? Wise?
the equipment. It was just
Sound like that's the thing with me.
It was just the equipment. I mean, I can get as crazy as smelling the rubber mat that used to be on turntables.
Yeah, you was
Like, I was
good.
that infatuated with even the smell of a technique. That's the smell of a brand new technique is to me is the same as the smell of a new car. Like it's just that vivid smell, man. It's that distinctive smell that that shit is woven into my fabric, man. That part of DJing. Now,
That
as
might be
far
right.
as like what got me into rocking parties, I wasn't even thinking about parties, man. Until I got probably until like 95. Someone asked me to do their house party, and at that time I was still in high school, so you know my parents wasn't trying to let me out and hang out that late. But when I told my father I was actually getting paid for it, you know, he kind of was like, he let me live a little bit, but I still had a curfew, so
Right.
I had to be back in the house by 12, and usually by that time that's when the party's starting to jump. But yeah, man, I used to pack at the time I had a 84 Regal, and I would pack the house speaker. I would make 3 trips to do a party. I would have to pack up my house speakers, my amps, tape decks, you know, the turntables. That was one trip. and then the other 2 trips was bringing the records. So yeah, man, that was
Crazy, right?
yeah, but it was fun. You know, it was fun. And
Yo,
you know, without getting, I don't want to talk too much, but it's just a feeling that, you know, at that time, I can't be matched. Just can't be matched.
That's how you fell in love with the game, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're in a room full of people that understand what you're talking about.
I'm telling you.
For real.
Telling you.
So hold on for a second. Hey Reg, we trying to bring you in. We don't know what's going on. I see you say you start following, so we trying to. Every time I see you accept, it just says waiting. So I'm not sure what's going on. We're gonna keep trying. We need you up in here.
Well, I clicked
but
out and came back.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, go out and come back in and see what happens.
That's what I did.
Yeah, but when I send him a accept,
Oh, that thing is still froze out here.
yeah, he's gonna have to go out and come back in. All right, we're gonna speed up. What's the first party you ever did?
Okay.
GI?
Club wise or first party?
Yeah, the first time you got on the set in front of anybody that they danced to.
Probably like 94, 95.
That's the first party?
Yeah. That when I was still in high school. Well, you know what? I'm lying. I used to do like my father's bowling banquets. So
okay.
And I used to do his bowling banquets. So technically that was the first time that I actually was DJing in front of a crowd. And you know, he would help me. He would just say, he would give me all of his blues tapes and all of the tapes that they was into at that time. I think the biggest record I remember playing was probably Stroking. Yeah. Stroking. I had to play Stroking. I had to play Electric Boogie, the island version, that one. Booty Call by Blackstreet. Like those were like the records that I remember clearly. Like you got to play these 3 records at our banquet.
Was this Grand Imperial GI? What was the DJ name? Was it
DJ Slip?
Who?
DJ Slip. Yeah.
Slip?
That name lasted every bit of a weekend.
Slip? Slip and fall?
DJ Slip was, that lasted every bit of a weekend. Yeah.
Broken to do that though. You was old school. You was playing some real like, what's that down home holding the wall?
Yeah. I had to play a lot of Bobby Blue Band. Bobby Blue Band.
Yeah.
Clarence Carter, you know, all of those type of Buddy Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing shit like that. And those were records that I remember because I didn't know him. And I remember like him saying, yo, you gotta play this. I'm like, hey, I don't play blues records, but it worked.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's always worked.
DJ Slip in the house, huh?
Yeah.
All right, DJ, Your Majesty.
New name, Grand Imperial Slip.
Yeah.
All right, Your Majesty. What was your first party, Killer B?
For me, oh man.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Get back.
I think it was 84, about 2 months in, the end of the night. See, I was the closer. I was the one when everybody already done rocked the party. It's about a half hour, 45 minutes left. They all up on the girls because the girls done seen them rocking all night and doing their thing and showing out. And I was on the sideline, couldn't get on because my skills wasn't, up to par yet, And they would just be like, okay, and I'll be like, all right, can I get on now? And they'd be like, go ahead, man. Like I was getting on their nerve. That's the only time I didn't mind getting on people's nerve. I didn't give a damn what they was talking about. Let me get on. Go ahead, B. I was like, that. You see, now I don't ask nobody to get on their set because that was the only time I had to humble myself and ask to get on the set. Now, somebody doing the show, I let them work out, whatever. If they invite me, we do the lessons. Other than that, I mind my business. But yeah, the first party, listen, I was back there tearing stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't care. DJing, we didn't care if I didn't care if you danced or not. I was over there cutting and scratching and flashing them records back and forth and flipping and doing everything that I was trying to learn. And, you know, the people, they wasn't paying me no attention. If they was, I didn't know it because I was just in a zone. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my first couple parties was like that. I was the closer. I was the one, it's time to go home. I could get them to go home.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that's how the first one went. City to God. What up, B? That's how the first one went.
Yeah, that's how I was doing it. I was the closer.
Got any questions before we bring it up?
Yeah. So all right, I got another question for both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
The most hoodest party you did, like you look back at it now, you're like, damn, we was fucking tripping.
Fullest party or show?
Hood, like just some hole in the wall shit. Where like now, as you know, looking back now, you're like, man, I was tripping.
Oh, you want to go first? Yeah.
I didn't hear the question. He said, "What was my first?"
He said the first full house party, hole in the wall. You know, crib where it was packed, sweat on the wall.
Oh man,
hole in the wall, some crazy shit.
Right.
Shit, man. Probably the one that I remember the most. What put me on the map, man, was Secrets, man.
Secrets,
yeah. Secrets, yeah.
Secrets
was no secret.
Yeah, Secrets. Oh, you don't know Secrets? Oh,
no, I said Secret was no secret.
No, it was no. It was
no secret.
It was no secret by far. But
all right, good.
Secrets,
you know, I was in there with you in Secrets.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, man. I said, I know you was in there. Yeah. So, yeah, Secrets, man. You know, that was pretty much the place where I began to understand how to work a crowd and the importance of you know, talking. Even though I wasn't really talking that much back then, I was still too nervous to talk. But I was going through the motions. That's why I met Wiz, and you know, I met, you know, was just earning my respect, I want to say, amongst everybody, because I was still looked at being so young. So a lot of people was just like, well, who is this kid? Like, who is he? You know, he's mad young. And so I was just trying to make my rounds and just be respected amongst my peers. And I'm gonna tell the story about Wiz, if not getting off subject. And I remember when Keith brought you up to the booth, Wiz, and I didn't know you prior to that. And I was, you know, I think we all are real funny about letting other DJs rock when you rocking, especially in the middle of a party that, you know, that's jumping. And for somebody that I never met in my life, you know, come up, and I'm just like, yo, he introduced himself, and I didn't know Wiz, but he said he could rock. I said, yo, rock then. And that nigga didn't know my crates, and this is pro Serato, so he didn't know my crates. He didn't know nothing. He just dug him. He found some shit, and he was the first nigga I saw mix. I said, this nigga can play. I said, this nigga can play. And I said, and ever since then, I said, he all right with me. We good. That's fans. So, and it was kind of strange because I don't think I would have done that. I don't do that.
Right.
I don't know what made me say, you know, fuck it. He said he can do it. So I said, fuck it, do it. You know,
right.
It wasn't on no funny shit. And he was nice.
Right.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we just linked up ever since. Yep.
That's a lot.
I got a few parties though.
Yeah.
I mean, the infamous LL getting beat up house party on Brown Street. That's the legendary party.
Spread that love. Spread that love. Let's hear it.
Yeah. I mean, it was well, we did the concert, you know what I'm saying? And you know, LL was funny style. If anybody ever met him back then, you know, he was on that Run DMC, because Run was real funny style. So you know, we threw a house party after the concert on Brown Street, and party crazy. You know, I mean, you don't know who in there because it's going down. You know, I had my boys Twin, Donald Rounder. You know, that was over there where, you know, that was the weed area over there on Brown Street. You know, where you had what was that, Durnit, whatever, that little street over there where you handle your business. But LL came through to the party, and you know, we ain't even notice him at first, and then somebody seen him, and you know, they speaking to him. Hey, how you doing? You know, LL. You know, and he look at everybody. You know, he know we called us Little New York. You know, we rock, baby. You know, you can't act funny in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't even know you like that. We like your music, but it don't give you a pass to be, you know, acting all funny. So, you know, few people spoke to him. He looked at everybody like he was crazy. He had his boy Earl with him. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, Wonder Cats, I think it was one of the twins, was like, "Yo, man, you can't be acting funny up in, you know, funny style up in here." And you know, he just looked them up and down, and he swung on them. You know, and next thing you know, LL, Earl, all of them, they running down Brown Street, looking kind of dusty. You know, I ain't gonna tell the whole story on, you know, but that's the infamous LL getting, you know, handled up here in Rochester. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy.
It was,
Wow. That's crazy, yo, for
yeah,
real.
man,
I didn't know that.
I ain't want that for him. I've been there a few times when LL, you know, had a, you know, him and Shan used to beef all the time backstage over the bridge beat. And as you know, LL didn't even come out with that version of the bridge beat, you know, I mean, Rock the Bells. Because the bridge and Rock the Bells, remember that boo, boo, ga, boo, ga, boo, ga, boo, boo. That was the bridge, but that's LL's second version of Rock the Bells, because that's the one that Shan was beefing with him about when he made Beat Biters and all that different stuff. You know, he was just had a problem with young LL, but you know, my thing was, bruh, you know, take that up with a grown man. That's still a kid. You know, LL was super young compared to Shan, but you know, little off topic, but just a little history of, you know, a little Cool J, you know,
Hey, yo,
coming to the Rock.
listen.
And me being backstage with them a lot of times at them concerts, because back then, you know, I was rocking with DKX back in the day when, you know, me, T-Ski, Kid Flash, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't a bunch of DJs. It was just us and then the other. We were the turntablists. There was really no other people that was actually had any skill set. You know, T-Ski and when they brought T up from Queens, you know, that duel with him and Kid Flash took the hip hop game by storm, you know, because there was no real DJ duels that were rocking 4 turntables all at the same time. You know,
Hold on, where Reg at, man? Reg, yo.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, Reg, we keep trying to bring you in, my friend. I don't know.
He
What-
in.
I'm in.
Are you
I see
in?
everybody.
I see
I'm in.
I hear him.
Where you at?
I
I'm
mean,
right here.
yeah,
You don't
he's
see
in
the
my
picture?
lower right-hand corner.
Yeah.
You can see him?
BL went out right there
I
up
see
top.
somebody
Bob
talking
went
about
out.
a battle they wanted to see between me and
Can y'all hear
Wiz
me?
or something.
We
Yeah,
can
we
hear,
can-
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you fine. We can hear you fine, but I can't see you.
I can't hear him.
You can't hear him?
No,
For real?
no, I can't. Nothing.
I'm
I see
here.
all
Yeah.
3 of us.
Bob,
He said he's
I
on
think he can't hear you. G.I., can you hear him?
Yeah.
nephew. I
Yeah,
can't
Bob
hear
is
you.
out on mine. Like he just, it's a circle spinning
He
around.
gonna help, right?
Yo, hey, yo, listen.
They said they see Reg.
But Bob can't hear him.
He can't hear him though. Yeah.
No. Y'all can see him?
I
And
think that's my LL fanship
You can
coming
see
out.
him,
I kicked
G.I.?
them off. They done whooped on
I
LL.
hear everybody. I see everybody. I hear everybody.
So Reg
Say
is in
word.
the picture like with us. I don't see him.
Yeah. He's in my lower right corner.
Yeah, I don't even.
You right there, D.
You got y'all up
You
top,
right.
me,
You right.
and then
You're down. And Bob, you're over that way. Wiz
Right.
right there.
Oh, sure.
so you got the 4-way split.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I ain't
Y'all
got
done made
no
me break
Reg.
out a droid.
Reg got an
Hold on,
iPhone
man.
too?
Hold on, listen. We gotta do something because we want everybody to hear everybody.
Right.
I don't
There
know
you
if
go.
I hear Reg.
There you go.
you want to shut. Huh?
There you go. Uncle Bob.
Yeah. I hear you now.
Yeah, he right there. We good.
I don't see
George?
Check
you,
1,
but I
2.
hear you, so we good.
As long as we got his voice. That's
Yeah,
all. As long as we
yeah.
got his voice. He can.
Yeah, we don't see him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
y'all don't
Yo,
see him either. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What up,
only
big
G.I. see him.
Reg?
Man, I'm here, man. Good to see you, huh?
And listen, all the time, man. You know how we get at each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
All right,
I'm here
right.
now. I heard how you karate kick LL, Uncle Bob. I never heard that story before. That was priceless.
I didn't partake in the ass whooping.
Yeah, you did. I know you.
I saved him. You know, I'm the break it up guy. I don't believe in jumping people. I like the fair one because it makes you not want to do nothing to me later. You know what I'm saying? Even G.I. done rolled with me. He'll attest to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But we ain't gonna tell that story.
Nah, them days are behind me, man. Them days are
Right,
behind me,
right.
yo.
Yeah, them old days.
Hey,
Right,
yo,
we was
hey, yo, check
young.
Hey, yo, check it out. We're gonna go to Reg. We gotta backtrack for Reg because Reg just coming
Yes.
Reg,
Yep.
what was your influence? What made you start to DJ?
So it's crazy. Y'all remember Arthur X?
Yeah.
Rock ruler?
The CD
No,
King.
oh, my
The
bad.
tape
That's
king.
Arthur X.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So when I was
Come on,
in
what up?
8th grade, me and Arthur went to the same school, and Arthur had turntables and invited me over to his crib. And that was my second influence. The first person I ever saw with turntables was Joe Murph. And Joe Murph, Joe Murph had the old the old mixer from Radio Shack, not the one we had with the fader, but the one with the with just the up and down.
Now that's why he
Yo,
was always up and down.
no, that was no. That's because I had that. Oh my God, Wiz, look at that mixer, Wiz.
That's it. But yo,
We used to,
Is that realistic? Yep.
we used to tear that mixer down. We switched the knob, so we had the good knob on the fader. Bob, wow, that's crazy.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, I know, right? You know I be tripping.
Is that Radio Shack?
Yes.
$119 it was.
Yes.
119, baby. I had that.
Realistic.
Yeah.
Realistic.
With the fader though.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't do up and down. We turned it sideways. Go ahead,
Turn the
right?
Kid Cole style. That was hey, Wiz, remember that was the Kid Cole style when we went to Buffalo and seen Kid Cole and was tripping how he had the up and downs turned sideways.
sideways.
Yeah.
Tear them down.
That's how we rocked it, sideways.
Tear them down.
That's crazy. So later when I was like 16, it's funny, Wiz was going with my cousin.
Oh.
So, and Wiz lived up the hill on Winburn. So I started walking to Wiz's crib every day, knocking on the door every day. And unbeknownst to me, Wiz was trying to get it popping before Moms got home, but I didn't care nothing about that. I was trying to DJ.
Right.
Wiz was trying to make moves for Poochie came home, for Moms got off work, and I'm interrupting the whole flow because I wanted to get on. and because my turntables was whack. I had straight joints from Silo. Wiz had the good joints, so I had to go with the getting was good. And that's what it was.
Listen, them straight down work when you ain't have nothing.
But the belt, I'm laughing when D was telling the story about the rubber mat. I ain't know nothing about when I discovered the plastic and cutting the plastic or making a circle and putting that hole in the middle.
I'm telling you. Or even just the smell of a freshly opened 12-inch. Like I was that crazy about that shit, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Borderline freak.
So Reg,
your
first party you ever did, not no club, your very first party you played in front of people. Where was it at? And how was it?
It was 1984.
Dang.
My freshman year of high school. Me and Arthur, we got the job to play our homecoming dance. And we went and got these hoodies done. We was called Phase 2. Yeah, it was dope. And we had a ball. We was playing for all our classmates and whatnot. So it was super dope.
Right.
Super dope. And that really that's how I first loved I got a love for playing in front of people and seeing the people's reaction.
Okay.
I think for me that's what I love the most about DJing, watching people's reaction when you throw on that record. That that hands in the air and the scream and all of that. That I love that. Because everybody can't do that. No, we could all have the same records, but I'm gonna throw a record on different than Easy, than D, than Wiz, than Sight, and we all gonna throw it on at different times because you know what it is.
Yeah. I got different fields, of different ways of playing it, man. However, I might think,
Absolutely.
y'all might be like, why you played that right there? You know what
Or
I'm saying?
started it from that snare or that bass note or whatever. But if you got them, you got them.
Yeah, yeah.
I got another question. So I want to move away from the club scene because everybody on here blend. Me and Wiz, before y'all got on, we was talking about our favorite go-to blend, like acapellas. Wiz, I believe you said Jay, Don't Walk Away.
Yeah.
Mine's Mary J. Blige, Don't Be Happy. What's your go-to acapella that you throw on anything and it just sounds good?
Steady, are you ready? The Soul to Soul.
Back to life.
Not the Back to Life. The not so. Is it Karen? Karen Wheeler?
That's
The
however do you want it?
Yeah, the remix. Yeah.
However do you
That
need it?
acapella.
However do you want it? However do you need
Sometimes,
it?
you can just play it from the. Exactly. The however do you want it?
Yeah.
You at one point you throw that on.
Yeah.
If
you rock that with a funky beat,
I can't really speak for now. I don't know what would be my go-to R&B acapella, but that record that I just mentioned to me is the all-time R&B acapella where you just throw that on and you don't need nothing behind it and you're gonna get a reaction.
Well, I think he stole mine. If he talking about the same hat, no, you said Happy, right? Mine
Mary
is
J. Blige.
That's one of mine that I just want to Happy. I guess Mary for me because even with that Every Day It Rains, Mary J. Blige, that's my thing. I mean, you just give me that. And Chris Brown, you know, I've done a couple. I mean, I like Chris Brown jump offs. I got a few of them. Half the songs, I don't even know the name of Chris Brown songs. They just in my acapella area where I throw them on and they my jam. So, you know, but definitely Every Day It Rains. If I had to pick one, that's the one I'm going to rock because I could rock several beats to that and just, it never gets old for me. So,
Reggie Reg.
Come on, Wes. You already know. You said it. Because we used to practice with that like every day. Whether we was putting it with Black Moon or you know Who Got the Props. That might be my favorite blend you ever did. Was Don't Walk Away with Who Got the Props. And I don't even know if you remember. I used to make you do that every day. Every day.
Yo.
It was that and used to blend Bandolero with something. What did you used to blend Bandolero with? Remember? Oh my God, it's gonna come to me. But I would say because
that's
Pinchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the first one up here mixing hip hop with reggae, man.
Yeah,
he was probably in your circle. You was. Remember, I was the reggae DJ for a whole bunch of years, Mr. Biggs and all them circuits, bro. I was killing.
Y'all wasn't blending though. Y'all was just playing records.
Listen, you know, we from the same era, just different sides of the street, bro. Listen, I was killing. Listen, they got mad at me with the reggae because when I used to DJ with Barry and all the reggae cats, I was cutting and scratching and blending all the reggae. So they was like, they didn't want me to play no reggae because I was killing them. And I was like, listen, I'm never gonna be limited to what I'm gonna play. You know, and that stirred a little beef for a minute, but they had to respect it. I mean, you know, because I think I liked the reggae more than hip hop.
What you about to say?
Used to scratch, blend, and then Uncle Bob would start chatting on them. They would be hot.
Remember that? Talk to him. I was doing it hard, dog. I was Jamaican.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Huh?
You got a call or something.
Oh, GI froze. Did I freeze?
No, you good.
Oh, okay.
You good.
Yo,
right.
Yeah, GI looked like Kid Capri right there for a minute.
Can I go back to a question y'all asked when I was trying to get in?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yo, the craziest party, hood party, I ever did was in the suburbs. At it was at DJ Dime's crib.
Oh yeah,
And
Dime.
literally, GI could attest to this. It was 500 people at his house.
At Dine House?
Yes, it was a big house. It was beautiful, and bro, it was so many people. It was like a movie, and I had went home, got changed. I thought I was about to kill it. I got on. It was probably 11:30. And as soon as I touched the turntables, in his crib, in his crib.
You said a fight broke out?
A fight? They started busting.
Oh, what?
It was crazy. It was funny because it was black people, white people. Because Dime, he cool with everybody.
Right. He sold
the records. Huh?
I said he was selling the records.
This was before the shop. This was way before. We might have been 18, 19 years old.
Wow.
It was the dopest house party that was over before midnight that ever happened.
Well, technically, you didn't get to DJ that party, Reg.
I played one song.
Oh, okay.
One.
Yeah, you DJ'd then.
Yeah.
Yo,
it was,
yeah, broke out. I don't know what happened to him.
He probably somewhere laughing at this story. He was there. I lived around the corner.
He needed to come back in.
I was out there.
Yeah, we was out there.
Yo, son.
Yep.
What you know about this right here?
What's that, the X?
Uh-huh.
Hold on, you go, baby. Bring home.
Shoot, they got drum machines on.
Hold up, man.
We about to have a beat battle?
Hold up.
Don't crush it with that, Sai.
Hold up.
Sai, don't show that, man.
Hold up. I can't pull up the Renaissance. I
wasn't inviting you to a battle. Oh, there you go.
I got the
Renaissance. You went super old school on me. But this is like the R. Kelly version, though. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the MPC 5000.
I got the other one.
All I know how to do is turn it on. All I know how to do is turn it on.
Oh man, them things he's got, Brad. I got the little brother to what you had.
Listen,
or the big brother.
Come and show me something. I'm gonna call you. You gotta come show me something. All I do is turn it on. I ain't sampled nothing in this thing.
You trying to make beats now?
I apparently not. I had it for a year and ain't made one beat. So no, that would be a negative.
Yo, listen, man.
I'd rather just sample and make remixes of the songs I got and reload them up and just do like that. I ain't making no beat for no rappers. I ain't never been about hip hop for that.
You're definitely super creative with that MP right there. And you know what I mean?
That's what I want to do.
Sample, chop them up, freak them. Yep.
Right. That's all I want to do. Yeah, make my own versions of, even like skate music, because the skate community got a bunch of, these cats out here making these JB remixes. And, if I get a hold of some of that stuff and do it, it's going to be way different than what they doing.
Yo, for the stuff that I heard, they be sounding corny, yo.
Right. I ain't want to say too much of nothing, but the skate community, that's all they got. So until we can bring them something better, they're going to have to roll with that. Some of it, they got a couple jams that's nice. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, it ain't something.
Flavor, right?
It ain't, when that's all you got, that's all you got. So I can't complain until I can contribute.
And listen, DJ, Your Majesty.
Yes, sir.
Let's take it back to Fam's nightclub.
Oh, man. The battles I used to win.
Let's take it back when you had all the clubs locked down. We had to be a certain age to get in. We couldn't get in.
Listen.
Let's take it back where the line was going down Main Street and everybody wanted to get up in that piece, but they couldn't get up in there.
That was crazy. Reg, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was what happened was I went up in there. They used to have battles for the the DJs with his MCs, and I had at the time my my baby mom, Denise, and Tanya Caputo. They were MCs, you know, two light-skinned, fine, fly girls, you know what I'm saying? And we used to go up in there and we would battle. And that's when like Eddie Beverly and them, well, Eddie was down with our crew somewhat because he was dating Tanya at the time. And, but, you know, you had a slew of rappers, you know, that was, you know, coming through. And these two girls was tearing them up. I mean, they were, because Tanya Caputo wrote. You know, she was one of the first females I met that really wrote rhymes.
Okay.
Like 16 bars and a whole show and take you on where you need to go and be talking about it. And all my girl had to do was get with her and learn them. And we was tearing them up. We won the money every, that used to be on Friday nights. We won it every Friday for about, I want to say a stint of maybe like 4 or 5 months. And then, Beverly jumped ship one night and got with a couple of dudes, and they beat them for the first time though. They had never lost. That was the first time. So, but yeah, and then that I was messing with Boogeyman, and Boogeyman saw me cutting and scratching, and he was like, "Yo, show me that." And I was like, "Show you how to do it." Now you know you can't teach nobody how to scratch. You know, I told him, I said, you have to watch, and then how you learn is by going and practicing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's been my formula for teaching anybody. You got to learn the entry-level stuff on your own. I'm going to show you, buy you a mixer and some turntables and get familiar with the equipment. And then once you're serious about it and you teach yourself, you know, I can show you a few basic things, but, you know, that type of stuff you got to learn on your own, you know.
So, but tell us how you got in that club. How you was DJing in that club.
Well, what happened was Boogeyman, because I was rocking, you know, he would have me come down there and show him. So I ended up just pretty much taking over the night. And then Mike was like, well, I'm going to give you a night and, you know, you come on down and do what you do, you know, versus because Boogeyman, you know, he did the Boogeyman show. You know, it was nothing like it. But hip hop was something totally different than the older cats was just playing songs and, you know, doing their little talk thing that they did. And, you know, they would run the mic. And, you know, us, we was just, you know, bringing it back. And that's the one thing I learned about in the club was about not being a battle DJ. Because at first, like I said, I didn't care if you danced. I was trying to show you what a DJ do. And I would just be doing my thing and cutting and scratching. But then I learned to cut into the mixes, you know, and just make everything flow really smooth. And I mean, it seemed like every club that I DJ'd in at, you know, regardless if it was a friend that worked there before me or, you know, whatever, I took a few jobs, you know, and it wasn't my intent. But I always said, listen, we got to respect this is, you know, this is business. It's never personal. I'm not going to not get my money. I had 2 babies to feed, you know what I'm saying? So it was different for me because the 9 to 5 wasn't something I was searching for. You know, I never really knew a real good DJ that worked a job. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do anything else. Most great musicians, it's eat or die. You know what I'm saying? Rock or die, you know, or you get you a strong woman to back you, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, my hustle was the turntables. So, yeah, a few clubs, yeah, yeah. That FAMS was crazy, though.
Yo,
that FAMS was crazy. You should have hollered at me, Wiz. I'd have got you in, man. That was, yeah. The FAMS was going down. Right there on Main Street. Yeah. Everybody was coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The building's still there, right?
Yeah. I think that building is still there.
It's right up the street from the bus station. It was right up the street from the bus station over there. FAMS was crazy.
They had that joint on Smash, Yo, the line be down the block.
Yeah.
Line be down.
See, I didn't know the line was down the block because I was inside, but Wiz always put me on and like, yo, that was I didn't. I'm serious. I just knew it was crazy packed up in there. I was in the DJ booth, you know, getting my little drink on. Couldn't really get at nothing too much because I had baby moms and, you know, she was a gangster with how she moved. I had to respect her. She moved like a lady. You know what I'm saying? And it kept me grounded having them kids because I would have been, even like when we did the shows with Salt and Pepper, because, you know, I like to tell that story because Salt was kind of digging on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I'm like, y'all from New York. But you find out they're just regular people. you know, trying to get on in life. And, you know, my baby mom was pregnant at the time. So she smoothly got up there, cool with Salt and Pepper, got their number. They became pen pals and friends to the end. So that deaded any, you know, chance of me. And then remember, they was looking for a DJ because Herb was their manager and he was DJing for them. So Kid Flash was supposed to DJ for they was Fresh Force. That was Kid and Play. Remember, that's when they was making all them corny songs about, you know, using Adidas beat. She's a skeezer, rapping, you know, and they was like corny rappers. But, you know, he was supposed to go and sign with them and do something really big, but it didn't even happen. So, you know, I was almost going to be their DJ, but I wasn't going to New York City and leaving my family. So that was out. We should have got Wiz on. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have had Wiz like we got him now. He'd have been rich.
Rich already, baby.
I know.
Let's go to Big Reg. Hey, Reg.
Yo,
Where you at, man?
I'm here.
I know.
Let's talk about them little freak days. Let's talk about them. Where else we was at?
He laughed.
Babylon. Babylon is good.
Oh
Yeah.
No.
Babylon was super stupid, yo. Listen,
You said
I
what?
think we was in a battle with Killer B then.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Killer B.
It was.
Come in,
It was Greg Nice. It was Greg Nice and Doomy.
No, listen.
Hold on 1 minute, y'all.
Yo.
Killer B was at Taurus. Remember?
Yeah. No, he was down. Yeah. I'm talking about in the club. You know how Bob just said he had to do what he had to do.
Oh, yeah.
That was the same thing that happened to you, because you remember before we got up in there, Greg Nice and Doomy had it on Smash. And
We came through there, and that dude Omar was like, "Wiz, we got to use you and Reg. We got to use you."
yeah,
Go ahead.
and that's what it was. And I just remember, you know, we went from nothing till we had Saturdays on Smash, and you man,
Crazy.
it was Wiz took the club scene by storm. And I shared this, you know, on, I don't know if y'all listened to the Labor Day mix I did, but I shared this, and I was just so thankful that he allowed me to get there at 9:30 and open for him, because it got to the point where didn't get to the club till midnight. You remember that, Wiz?
Yo, listen, do you remember sometime when I used to not even show up? And I'm like, yo, you go ahead and rock.
Yeah, and that's what really got me on, because we're not gonna say, you know, Wiz was that dude, so he was doing, you know, this and that, and some nights he'd be like, I don't want to rock tonight. Okay, I'll do the whole night. I didn't care. I just wanted to play for people.
Right. He ended up having the job.
Yeah,
I wouldn't show up.
yeah. You was riding around in that silver thing for all them suckers.
He was a star, celebrity.
Nah, no, that wasn't even Lynn. That was Diamante days.
Oh,
what?
the boy, you was bubbling, because the boy Wiz would rent a different Diamante, what he called the Del Monte, every.
Right.
He had the green one month, then he had a gold one, then he had a burgundy. Yeah, you was wildin', kid. You had.
Hey, yo,
I don't know who your connect was at the rent-a-car place, but you had it.
Hey, yo, listen, check it out, right? You remember when we used to get the limousine? I just had the limousine come pick us up.
Imagine IG back then.
Yo, man, listen, man. This be super crazy, man. Reg, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm laughing at you, bro.
But listen.
Ignorant.
What? Huh?
Hey, yo, you don't understand. He has Wiz. Tell him about how many the model cars you used to just go buy on a Tuesday, just cause.
On the model. Come on, man. Let's talk about DJ, man.
They talking about the model car collection.
You was playing with them cars.
Hey, yo, listen, check it out, right?
I was on the set, baby.
Listen, Reg.
Yo.
The same thing I did to you, leaving you in that club like that, right?
Yeah.
The same thing Killer B did to me. And I'm thankful for that too. Because he would be in Taurus 1.
Yo.
And he would say, yo, I'm gonna leave this place soon. You just stay here. I'm gonna teach you how to do the clubs. I was in there scratching left and right. He was like, no, you don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that right there, man. You just play the music, which I thought was boring when I'm letting the record play. You want to be scratched. So he's like, yo, listen, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to leave, and I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to leave this up to for you. And don't you tell him where I'm at.
Right.
So the same thing I did for Reg, but the same thing Killer B did for me. I appreciate it.
Listen, man,
Wow.
I remember that whole thing, how it went down, only when you mentioning it right now, because I know I was like, listen, I'm leaving up out of here because I had talked to them. And because every time I let Wiz get on, it was like he was in New York City battling all the DJs that ever thought he was, that they could touch him. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, the people like, what the hell? I'm like, listen, y'all don't understand. It's a legendary DJ. It's just, you know, he's a battle DJ. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's doing. So, you know, I took it on because he know every night I stuck him on that set. He'd be like, want to get on? He'd get on there and he'd do his thing. And I was, you know, I wanted to see him do his thing anyway because I'm from that cloth anyway. But the club ain't for that. So I was like, yo, Wiz, you know what I'm saying? You just got to take it easy. And he looked at me like, I don't want to do that. And a few times he ain't listen word for he still got on there and do what he did. But I said, listen, you just got to, you know, because, you know, clearing the dance floor. You know, if you clear the dance floor, I'm loving what he doing. You can do it all night, but you're messing with the money. Yeah. So, you know, and plus, when it was time to make the transition, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's time to make the transition. So when I bounced, listen, I'm talking going off, bro. So when it was time to make the transition, I left them with no choice. You know what I'm saying? I told them it's Wiz or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So they was like, they had to work with him, and before you know it, the rest is history. He was blowing the club up. Listen, I left you with the crowd. You ain't have to do nothing but calm down. Because everybody was coming through there.
He left me with the Crenshaw crowd, nigga. That's it afterwards.
But them was your people, though. Shoot, Jimmy Lee and all the gangsters, man. Listen, there was so much going on outside at the end of that club, man. But we was comfortable because them was our people.
Right.
You know, and you know, we from the west side. Yep. You know, we on Ave, dog, on the corner. And I never paid attention to the different sides of the town because I went wherever I wanted. Right. You know, it was some cats. I took a lot of people to the west side, never had been. So that was crazy to me.
Wow.
You know.
Them two niggas right there, man, they did so much in the town, man. Like, I remember when Reg had the club scene, just nobody couldn't play.
Right.
Nobody couldn't play, man. I'm like, yo, god dang, this nigga's on the radio. Yo, after I get off the radio, I'm gonna be down at Yankee and I'm gonna be over here. I'm like, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be over here. I'm like, god damn, okay, where everybody else at? You know, cornered the whole market. So both of y'all, you had it in the 80s and 90s. That nigga had it in 2000. Yo, both, and G.I. was on here. He up there too. Too. Y'all niggas, yo, I'm talking to 3 cats that had the club scene just locked down around Rochester, New York.
G.I. told me he was coming for me too.
You know?
Huh?
That was the snap.
G.I.
Yeah. Huh? What you say, right?
G.I. told me. He told me he was coming. I didn't even know who he was. He was a little light-skinned boy. And we was at, I never forget, me and Green was at Denny's. And
I'm in an interview right now. Let me hit you back. Just hold on till I hit you back.
G.I. back on here, man.
No, I'm back.
G.I. was weird.
They blowing me up on my other line on the work. You know, I'm at my shop still.
Oh, you still at work?
I had to pay my mechanic and send him on down the road. That's when I'm making moves. So, my other life. I'll take y'all out there and see the shop later on or something. We're in the turntable area right now.
Yo, Reg, go ahead, man. Killer BB.
I no, like so
Where G.I.?
so
Go
so
ahead.
so
Can't
so
get it all. I don't know. Go ahead.
me and Green eating our Frisco meals as we did after we just tore down RIT, just flattened it.
Right.
And GI was with Dine again. So GI just walked up to me. He was like, "Yo, my name is Grand Imperial. Y'all gonna remember my name," and just walked away.
Oh,
And I was like,
Wow.
"Yo, who the fuck is this little
He
light
ain't
skinned
lying.
nigga?" Whole
He ain't lying.
whole fact. He was on my ass like 2 years later. Like, yo, I'm here now, and you couldn't do nothing but respect it.
Listen,
And
G.I. came out of nowhere, man. I was
yeah,
like, this Grand Imperial G.I. guy, he doing all this. Like I said, Secrets put him on, though. He wasn't joking about that because he'd be up in there every week, but he never disappointed. You
no,
know what I'm saying? And the craziest thing was to see that transition where Wiz wasn't getting all the gigs and I wasn't getting all the gigs. I'm like, yo, who are these new cats and how they getting all the gigs? You know what I'm saying? Then we had heard about Reg, you and your discount prices.
no, that was never me.
That wasn't
Never
you?
me.
That's
Never
the
that.
rumor they had. They said, yo, Reg give out without, but you know, that's the game they run anyway to try to get you to go cheaper. And I used to
Yeah.
tell them, well, go get Reg.
Nah,
Why would you call
never,
me then if
never.
Reg's gonna tighten you up for that number? You know what I'm saying? Listen,
That was never me.
It's crazy because I'm younger and because I don't remember anyone from the club because
glad we cleared that up, too.
I remember everybody from the mixtapes. Like first time I heard Reg mixtape, GI with the mixtape, the Reggae World mixtape. With I think I met you with Dorian.
Yeah.
Dorian is the first time I met Wiz, and then later I got familiar with everybody being in the club when I was old enough to get in the club. But my first introduction to everybody is from mixtapes. And then Bob, I met you later. I always saw you, but I never know who you were.
Right.
And my man ICC used to always talk about, I believe. I'm like, no, I never heard of him. But I would always see you out. You'd always say what up to me. And years later at Network, we were formally introduced.
Right.
And they're like, oh, you Killer B.
Right. I remember you saying that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he had all the names.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
UCBL, the clientele.
Killer B wanted to cuss me out because he came to Network and I was on the same.
Right.
You thought that was oh, did he?
He ever set up at Network, I'm rocking on it. He's like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Hey, he down there spaz on me. He's like, go ahead, man, you good.
Right. But you know, I always got to put my check out there, you know.
I was wondering why everybody else going, oh, you want to buy the set?
Right. I ain't know. Yo, you know. But see, I figured you ain't know no better, so we gonna let you live. It wasn't your fault. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga would not play about that set, man.
Listen. Well, I mean, I grew up understanding, you know, the value of the needles because, you know, we had broke haunch needles when I first got into the game. It wasn't me. It was my boy Weeze. But we was at Haunch House DJing with him and Bill Blast. Bill Blast, you know, he used to try to hate on us real bad. But, you know, the needle got broke because Haunch had them big old studio turntables, man. Ain't nobody got them doggone things. I think them things was like 2400s or something, man. You ever seen the big old ones? They had them in Welcome Back Carter. The big old turntables, you know, because, you know, he was from New York. He was about that life, and Haunch kept the heat. And we saw them big old turntables. Then he had a set of 1200s. You know, you didn't get to touch the big dogs. You know, I don't even know if they worked. You know, but he had them things. And somehow his needle got broke. And he knew we was in there rocking, you know, so he kind of didn't like nobody from Supreme Sounds, but he knew me differently because I would always get with him and we would rock, me and Bill Blast. You know, Bill Blast used to have a problem. A lot of cats had problems with me, Wiz, coming up because it's just kind of like with me having the dealership and learning. I've been only dealing with cars for like 10 years now, and I pretty much turned into a mechanic. But anything I, you know, stick my heart and soul into, I become good at it. Even like basketball, I didn't really play basketball until Jordan came out. But I played through high school and never liked it. I thought it was whack, dribbling the ball, passing it, trying to make it in the hole. I wasn't with none of that. But then when I seen Jordan play, I bought me some Jordans. I started studying the Allen Iverson crossover. Now I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And it felt that they tried to make me like, even Kid Flash in the beginning, he used to, even though we knew each other, he used to try to make it seem like I didn't belong. you know. And but me and T Ski, we would be doing our thing so hard that by the time Flash would come along, because whatever he was doing, when he saw us rocking, it was undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Because I progressed really fast in the DJing because that's all I did. All day, all night. I learned you needed to have a set. You know, when my man went to the Air Force in 1980, he left like 86. And he left me 2 turntables and a mixer. I had an amp, I had speakers. That's what I brought to the table. He had turntables and a mixer. I had the amp and the speakers. And we connect together, and we had records. We bought everything. And when he left, you know, I was like, well, I'm going to have to get me a set. And he came to me and gave me like 80% of the albums and the turntable and the mixer. And I was like, you know, forever grateful for that. You know, because I was trying to figure out how I'm going to get on, because he never denied me access to the set once I started getting good. You know what I'm saying? And that was just, you know, and when I was DJing at, what's that, Mike's Classics Bar and Grill, he had came up here and I had a nice diamond pinky ring that I had, and I put it on the man's finger and I told him, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because without you, none of this would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Because he shared that with me. So I've always been sharing and giving, because somebody got to carry it on. I ain't, you know, we ain't doing this forever. You know, we would like to, but arthritis sometimes just ain't, you know, and it just ain't with it. I don't got arthritis. I'm just looking forward to it. I mean, we get numbers, so it's different. Y'all still young, you know what I'm saying? Wiz 25, you 23, you know, Reg is 20. You know, y'all a bunch of kids, but for me, it's okay.
How old is G.I.?
G.I. 19. He's still a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's why he hit his time up. He had to go in the house. You know what I'm saying? Street lights came on. Yeah, street lights came on. G.I. out of here. He's going to bed.
Reggie Reg.
Yo,
What up?
I'm here. I'm here.
You got anything else you want to share with us?
No, it's just, you know what though? I think the overwhelming the overarching theme that's come out of this conversation is how giving DJs are, and how much we appreciate those who came before us and the doors that they opened up for us. Bob opened the door for you. You definitely opened the door for me. And G.I. kicked in the door on me, but I definitely, I'm just playing. I opened the door for him and the DJs that came after him. And I'm so proud of the DJ culture that y'all helped bring to Rochester, because hands down, we got the best DJs in the world. And I say that standing in front of Kid Capri, Jazzy Jeff, any of them dudes.
Right.
And I stand on that.
That's a fact.
Well, we got some flyers up here.
That's
well, Wiz,
always
I know Wiz don't really share as far as, you know, if you're going to learn anything from him. And I think your concept is kind of like mine, because starting from scratch, trying to show somebody something who don't have that, you know, I call it the Kobe Bryant mentality. You know, bro, you got to be serious if you think I'm going to be taking my time and trying to show you anything. I should not really have to show you nothing. You should be able to watch me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times he allowed me, if I fell behind, and I'm sure you learned some things from me. But, you know, that fact
Absolutely.
that I could come, he's one person that I could come to and say, yo, Wiz, I ain't been up on my thing. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And he'd be like, yo, man, they got this right here going on. And he'd go bananas on me. And I'm like, okay, all right. Now, once I see it, I know it's my job to get in the lab. You know what I'm saying? And he know anything I learned it my way. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to do it exactly like he did it. I got the concept from him, and then I get in the lab and you make it happen. And that's how DJs learn. But you never forget who showed you. You know, because like I said, out of Rochester in the official arena, you the one who always showed me. Other than that, I learned from a little something from Jazzy Jeff, which they learned something from me, because they would tell me, hey, man, you know that right there, what you just did, I'm not knowing I'm doing anything. Because I'm not on the scene knowing that I didn't even know they were named for the damn cuts until the Crab Scratch came out. I was like, oh, the Transformer. Transformer was the first cut that I knew actually had a name. And then I started hearing there's the Flare clutch. A lot of these scratches I was doing, didn't even know it was a damn name to them. You know what I'm saying? But They got all these names for all these cuts we were doing and somebody naming them, and you don't know who learned what from who. Because even Jeff said he is the first one to do the Transformer on the record. He wasn't the first one to do it because I had heard Cash Money doing it under his name, Dr. Funkenstein, a long time ago. And that cat was crazy on the set. I mean, to be able to watch them work out, because remember, he came here with Marvelous at, what was that? Heavens.
No.
Yeah.
Me and Wiz saw Cash Money at Brockport. Remember I drove us to Brockport, Wiz?
Yeah, we talked to Cash.
Yeah,
And
I was on the stage with him.
I never forget.
That was
He
crazy.
came out to play this only at night and he was cutting that R&B record. That
Let the music play, Shannon.
Yeah, let the music for he gotta cut that first part.
oh, it was crazy. I never forget that night. That night, I'll be an old man and I'll never forget that night because that night was special.
Yeah, you can't forget them nights, man. You know, and like G.I. was saying, the rapping for him, it was about the MC. You know, we came in with, it was about the DJ. You know, rappers was talking about how great they DJ was. So you had to be tight on the set. You know what I'm saying? To be competing.
I remember the rapper would go to the new music seminar, and whoever won the new music seminar, they would get that DJ.
Yeah, damn right. Listen, it was never about no Will Smith or Fresh Prince when Jeff was in the building, and Marvelous when it was Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? Or the Treacherous 3, they was talking about the DJs in the back, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what it was about, the DJ, because that art is crazy. You know, the practice that goes into it. I used to tell cats, I'm like, you know, it's nothing to grab a microphone. All you got to do is bring a mic. Bro, I got to bring turntables, 5,007 records, needles, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I got to be on beat for you.
Right, you know what I'm saying? You bring a mic. I used to get a Paul when a brother would ask me.
Bessie back there.
Yeah, now you can just look at the way, but
Yo, yeah, listen, hold up. Since you brought that up, how y'all feel about DJs DJing with no headphones, just looking at the computer screen? Have y'all seen that?
No, I can't.
Nah, really?
How do you do that? You know us, we DJ with no headphones, period. But I don't never look at that thing. That thing get on my nerve. I have to look at the record. I'm still used to my records being marked and doing what I do.
They go on by the graph now.
Yeah, but see, I just noticed the mixer I got. The Rain got it on the mixer, and I can't even look at that. I don't pay that thing no attention.
So how you feel about it? Is that cheating?
Of course, it's all cheating. I think depending on what you're doing. If you call yourself a DJ, then no, because DJing and turntablism is different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't expect for DJs to get to the level we at and have the sore shoulders and stuff like that. But know your lane. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you a DJ and that's when you blending and you playing records and you using all that stuff and you doing all the extra button touching and all that stuff, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice when you see me make a video of anything, I'm not doing a bunch of this right here, too much of nothing, you know, when it comes to the DJing. So the technological side of it, I don't study too hard because I don't want to take away from the turntablism learning part, them two turntables in the mixer. I feel blessed that they made it a little more easier with Serato and we don't got to carry 1 million records. I'll just take that.
Okay. Reg, you think it's cheating?
No, but yes and no. That's a slippery slope for me because, you know, I know it's easier now to be a DJ and and everybody's jumping out the window. It's 2 new DJs on flyers every week. And they didn't have to go through what we went through. Right. They didn't. They don't even, I mean, it's something as simple as going to the record store. All they doing is downloading at this point right now. So the preparation is different. The financial aspect of it is different. I probably, you know, for the beginning part of my career, I probably spent more money than I made.
Yeah.
And You understand y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Used to
we're
go
going
home
good.
Xerox check at Dime Spot every Wednesday or every Friday. And then I'll pop up on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. They get the midweek delivery, but Fridays you got that main delivery. My Xerox check was gone every week.
yeah.
Every week.
So not cheating is just easier now. It's definitely easier now.
Well, it
I
can't
mean, if
be
they,
cheating because it's a part of the, it's the norm now. It's
right,
only cheating if you call yourself a turntablist, and that's all you do
right.
is use the cheat codes and all that type of stuff. You got to be able to do it without it.
All right, well, hold up. All right, let me put it in a different perspective, right? All
Mm-hmm.
right. What if it's a DJ out there, right? You got the job at
Mm-hmm.
the club. You get 500 a night, right? You got this
Right.
other new DJ out there. He just download your song, almost playing your playlist. He comes in, undercuts you, 200 a night. How you feel about that? He's
Well,
doing
that's
the same.
quality over quantity.
He's doing the same thing you doing. Got the same records, not playing in the same order, but he able to rock the crowd. He study you so much, but he comes.
Right.
He comes to be, and the owner's like, "Yo, I got another DJ. It's much cheaper." How would you feel about that?
That happened to me. That happened to me at Network the last time. That's why I left Network and opened the dealership, because it was like you had 4 cats coming in getting what I was getting. And business-wise, even to me, I'm a businessman. It makes no sense for you to pay me $600 a night, and you got somebody, he'll take 100, and he'll take 100, and he'll take 50, and together you're paying them $400 or $500 for 4 or 5 DJs. But at the end of the night, there's blunt rap stuff all over the turntables and Henny liquor spilt all over the place. But it makes sense to them because they're looking at it from a money aspect. And I didn't take it personal because it's business. You're supposed to, if depending on what you're trying to do. If you're going for quality and you call yourself the best club, and you're supposed to hire the best. In your club, you're supposed to have Wiz, Big Reg, GI, DJ Site, all the top tier DJs. How you the best without the best? Other than that, you settling, because we have the ability to do it all. It's one thing to have a DJ that can play blends all night and play the songs, but what if somebody like Jazzy Jeff come to the club and he like, yo, and you want to show out, or you want to show your girl some turntablism or some reggae spinning, how we used to spin the record backwards and mix it all. You're limited. All your DJ can do is play damn music, so nobody's impressed.
I got you. I got
You want to be able to impress your peers. So,
Reg, how
as a
you feel
DJ,
about that?
Well, I worked a lot of years to demand out of town money in my own market.
right?
I never forget. I went from making $75 at Carpe Diem to I was, getting $1,000 a night,
Right.
easy. And when DJ started coming in, I'll do it for 100, and I'll do it for this, and I'll do it for that. I just laughed because you're not hurting me, because
Right.
I'm still booked somewhere else. But you'll never, once you settle for that number, you'll never be able to go back and say, I want this now, because you already settled for that. So that's on them. They hurt their career by settling and undercutting.
Right.
And I don't know where Bob got that from, because I ain't never been that guy.
Listen,
Never.
I probably should have asked you about that before now, but you know how I freestyle sometimes. But that was the conversation back in the day. They was like, yo, Reg be finding out what people charging, and then I was like, word? I never witnessed it myself, but but people like to
And
talk. They was hating on you, dog. You ain't doing nothing if they ain't hating.
That's because I was that dude.
Yeah.
What I will share with you is, it's been a lot of phone calls between me and GI,
Right.
where somebody was trying to book me, and I say, yo, I'm telling them this price, and he gonna tell him the same
Right.
price because we not hurting each other because the promoters want to be cheap or they want to find the best price that suits what they're trying to do.
Yeah, well, you set the standard.
And
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And I think that's why, him and I, we stayed on that top tier of pay
Right.
because we wasn't settling.
Right.
And I wasn't about to undercut GI to get a gig. GI wasn't going to undercut me to get a gig. And these promoters never knew.
Right.
That as soon as they made that call, hung up with him, he calling me or I'm calling him.
Right.
And I don't think that happens these days.
Well, listen, I mean, between me and B Swift, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Swift was going to call me anyway because if he was doing a gig, he was calling me out to do it with him. Because he ain't really
That's that life
want to do it. So
That's that license
that's why
stuff.
we ended up doing a lot of the shows, and a lot of times they got more than they bargained for. But I loved working with Swift. I loved working with Doomy. You know what I'm saying? Certain cats would, bring me in on the scene because I may have had whatever, and they ain't been, in it, but they still want to do it. So they're like, well, yo, I'm gonna get B roll with me, and we gonna get the work done. It was always about the work. So. I never took it no type of way. I got into it for the love. When I got into it, but there was no money. We set the tone for the money. I was DJing for $50, and we was bringing way more stuff than necessary. And I knew after a while it became a thing of value. Like I said, I've done shows where I got 1,800, for 4 hours, and all I had to do was bring a few crates of records because they had everything. You know what I'm saying? And those are the cats that showed me that we appreciate you. We know what you're doing.
Right.
And then you had people that was, like you said, always trying to get the best for well, you got free drinks. That was one of the reasons I quit drinking. I was like, I'm tired of negotiating the fact that y'all think I'm an alcoholic into my pay. If you pay me my money, I can buy all the drinks I want. It shouldn't be something I got to negotiate in order to DJ a function. All right, talking about we got free food and alcohol. What the, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing a bottle anyway, so it don't matter. If the alcohol, you charge $1 million for it, I'm going to, be good. So, yeah, I just got tired of negotiating that part of it, Did you ever have those issues, Reg, and Wiz and Psych?
Say it again?
Did y'all ever have
Well,
the issues where when you're doing a show or DJing a gig, they're always telling you about there's free alcohol and free food or something, like you should DJ for cheaper because they got free alcohol?
Nah, because I never was really a drinker like that. If I did drink, I always drink before I get there.
Right, but I'm saying, did they mention it to you? Not that you went for it.
No, they never mentioned it. Nah.
Oh, shoot. Where's
Yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah. So my next question to both of y'all. We talked about the club.
Right.
As far as, let me see. I want to take it back to like the mixtapes. But as far as mixtapes, how have you ever did y'all make money off of mixtapes?
Reg, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I did, but I think my own personal stuff that I was going through at the time, kind of limited. I was so anti-New York that I didn't want to go to New York when they, Green would be packing up, 10,000 mixtapes and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, nah, I ain't going to New York. I hate it there. When I say I hated New York City, I hated it with a passion. So that limited my market because I wasn't going to Canal Street hard like that.
Right.
Yeah, he might have took 500 of my tapes or whatever, but I wasn't delivering thousands to Canal Street like that. So that limited me going nationwide with it. But did I make money? Sure, I did. One mixtape in particular, I dropped a week before 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, and it was called 50 Shoot 'Em Up, and I had all the joints from Get Rich or Die Trying, plus all of his mixtape stuff, plus some 50 blends and all of that, and I probably made,
Don't say
on that.
tax purposes. A lot of money, no number.
The statute was the statute of limitation. You good, man?
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Yeah. A lot, because they were selling out of they were selling out a Get Rich or Die Trying, and they couldn't get them in. But
Right.
we was delivering all up and down the East Coast, and within a day or so. So I made a lot of money off that. But could I have made more? Absolutely. But I think I got in my own way.
Right. Well, we all did that. Well, for me, I had Bismarck right there on right there on what was that? Webster? What's that? Webster? What's that?
Yeah, that's up over there on the east side.
Yeah. I think it was Webster Ave where Biz had his store at. He was the duplicate. I mean, him and Arthur X was battling. I don't even think they liked each other. But I mean, even Biz gave Arthur a run for his money with the mixtapes. But Biz used to buy tapes from me for like $150 a tape. And he would be like Bob. And he would buy it from me, and I would keep me a copy and make copies. So he didn't care, but he would buy him a master copy, give me $150 a tape, and he would just mass produce them. And that's when I was using the name DJ Bob Show. The thing about it is everybody that heard my tapes and probably didn't even know it was me, because I didn't do a lot of talking on them and stuff like that. Because to me, when Clue and all them drop with all that running off at the mouth and being all, you can't even steal none of the music because they every few minutes, Clue, and blah, 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 yeah. I was like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear the song. I might want to, borrow, play this on my thing or something, because you couldn't find it on wax. So, but Biz,
you want to take that record off the tape. You want them talking on top of it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I got so mad with that. Listen, I wouldn't even play the remix of DMX. You remember that? My dog won't stop, my dog. 'Cause he clue all through the dang on song. That was one of the hot, and I had that song without him on it, and I can't find it. I had that album where Clue wasn't even on it, saying none of that stuff, and I couldn't believe I found that. But I cannot find it. I didn't download it into my music. You can't find that nowhere. Every version got Clue in there. But yeah, I made a couple dollars on that. And like I said, he flooded Rochester with them tapes. There's no way. Like I said, so many people used to be playing a tape of mine, and I would hear it. I'd be like, that's me. But you couldn't tell because I didn't say nothing. It wasn't until the really mixtape, because those used to be just straight me rocking. The thing I practiced ever since I DJ'd, I promise you this, is once I was able to DJ well enough, the way I practiced was I always recorded. That's how I learned to not make mistakes.
Right.
Because wasn't no pause and chopping it up and trying to fix it. If I messed up, I started over.
Yeah,
and I got tired of starting over. So I would make sure I practiced when I practiced. When it was time to play, it was, and I never had like a routine. I just couldn't do the routine thing. I had to freestyle it, pick a song, start from nothing. Sometimes, like now, that's kind of rough and hard, ain't easy as it used to be, because there's way too much music.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't, even with a playlist, I'd be like, well, what should I play? I don't know. So.
Nah. Hey, yo, listen, check this out, right? How y'all feel about, back when we were in the clubs doing our thing, right? You can let the whole song play. How y'all feel about DJs being in and out of these records so quick you can't even go to the bathroom?
Listen, I'm gonna let Big Reg have that one. Y'all can have that one. Y'all know I'm old school. Y'all know I let the whole dang go song play almost to the end. So
Bob the crackle at the end, and Bob will still be incarcerated.
Listen, I'll be seeing some of y'all face when I play the whole song. They be like, "Yo, be letting the whole song play." I'm gonna let it play, dog, because there's parts in the song I know from talking to our older people that our favorite part is, it may be 3 or 4 favorite parts in the song that if you don't let the whole thing play, you're gonna have a problem. And Get Money is one of them situations. You know what I'm saying? Not until cats go in and out of that. They either go straight to the Little Kim verse, or straight to the Biggie verse, and skip whatever. But the whole thing's not get straight.
So y'all ain't with it.
So no, here's the thing.
Needle dropping.
I used to. No.
Needle drop.
So I was big going in and out of a record, but it because we have so much music to play.
Right.
But now I think they're in and out of them too fast, and I think that goes to the attention span of the consumer.
No.
Even
It
if
comes from people biting what you did, Reg. Y'all started that crap. You, Wiz, and a couple other cats. You know what I'm saying? Because what it is, you did a segment of it. See, there's a time to do just a segment, but then the rest of the night you played the songs. These cats took that whole little thing you did because they knew Jackson don't understand the science behind nothing and just made it a whole damn club night out of it. And now before the end of the night is over with, you done played 348 songs, and they didn't program the young people to like that mess because that's all they got.
I
Yo,
don't like it.
It always starts from somewhere. You know, the intent was beautiful because even I've done it. Like when you just, hitting them with some of the, you kind of go in and out of a few songs to hit them with something like, the Biggie jump off when you hit them with all of them but when you're doing it all night, my nephew, I mean, I ain't gonna drop his name, but I was like, yo, bro, you got this. And he was like, okay, and kept on doing it. So I was like, all right, never mind. Yeah.
Hey, Reg, how you feel about it, B? Bob, you crazy, yo.
Yeah. It's too fast for me because they'll play it like the intro of the record and like the first couple words, then they on to the next song. I'm like, that's the biggest song in the world.
Right.
Play the record. It's the biggest song in the Yeah. So I think it just makes the night harder for them. If they want to work like that, let them work like that. But I think there's certain songs you drop a piece of it, but then because you're leading up to the big record.
Right.
And hey, man, hey.
That's education you're talking about. Like I said, they missed out. What you just dropped was the science behind what that happened.
Kennedy, what's up, B? Yo, hold up. Sai, how you feel about it?
The in and out of the records?
Yeah.
I think it depends on what crowd you play. If you're playing for an older crowd, you got to let that record play. The younger crowd, and I haven't played for a younger crowd in a minute. I'm old now, right? But that attention span is real short. You let that bitch go past one verse, they like,
That's too long, right?
what you doing?
Yeah.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. They got trained that way from the younger DJs.
They think you whack if you playing more. But here's the thing I learned from my son who's now DJing.
Right.
So when he does his mixes are 10 minutes or less.
For how many songs?
Like 5 or 6 songs.
It's almost a minute per song.
And he says because and he put me onto it. He said the attention span, they don't want to hear the whole record, and that's him teaching
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So is this like related to like how TikTok operate and everybody's just used to like TikTok now? Because this is like, if you think about like I do these mixes for Super Radio, and before 10 years ago when I started doing the shit, I had the songs were like 4 or 5 minutes. Those just plain generic mixes. Now these fucking records is like a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would have to play a playlist for an hour segment. I mean, an hour segment, or for the first part or whatever. Because you have 8 different mixes I got to do. Maybe 7, 8 songs. No, I got to do like 10 because them shits is like a minute.
Right. Because the artists know their attention span is not as long, so they're getting away with it.
Yeah.
They're charting number 1 with a minute and a half, 2 minutes long. If a record wasn't 4 minutes and 32 seconds, we thought something was wrong with it.
Right.
Think about it.
Yep.
Yo, listen, everybody's like that right now. Everybody's like that right now. If your internet goes slow, what you want? Back.
More speed.
Microwave.
So
Microwave,
the whole
air
program
fryer.
like that. Let your phone mess around and be like, yo, I can't get online. You cutting it off and on. You hold it up in the sky longer because you want it quick. You want it fast. So the new generation that's been brought up into that, that's what they used to.
It's like the lifespan of music too, like the lifespan of songs. If you think about it, you know, before you would get a Biggie single or you get whatever single, and that would be the single that's being pushed for like 4 to 5 months before the next single come out, right? Shit, these guys they're dropping damn near 10 songs a year. By the time you get caught up on this, what they are, they're like, oh, that shit over.
Yeah, they
So
went
it's
to
like 4
the
albums a year.
Yeah,
And that includes the underground.
Yep.
You find out, listen, these kids, they YouTube so much. I mean, they be like, you ain't got this. I'm like, that ain't even a song. That's TikTok and YouTube or something. I'm a DJ. We get music, stuff that come out. Now you got to download the TikTok song. I got a recorder right here that anything I hear, I can record. And I'm over here finding these TikTok songs and different stuff and recording them. And I make them put together a playlist because I'm not about to be trying to figure out what all this mess is. And you're not hooking up your phone to my system.
Yeah, that's what they want. Hook this. Can you connect this?
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah. That's the new thing. You got this? Well, could you plug this into your... I'm like, for real?
And they figured out the science as far as on like the business end of making money of it. You only need a certain amount of seconds or minutes of a record to get that credit, to get credit for that stream.
Right.
So now it's like,
what's the number?
It's a hustle for the music now.
What's the number? Because I know it used to be 2 minutes. What is it now? It used to be 2 minutes. Now what is it? It's a lot shorter now, right?
I seen one that was like 1 minute and 19 seconds.
That's great.
And that's the jam. I was like, I gotta loop this song in order to get it to play long enough for me to be able to do anything.
That's crazy.
That's the old school way of thinking, yo.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, we called it needle dropping. You know what I'm saying? When you just dropping the needle, playing about 30 songs. You know what I'm saying? Just to, get the songs like toward the end of the night. You just play a bunch of stuff in 60 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, there's some songs out there, like when I let it play out, I never heard of that part of the song.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Like, you're like, yo, I don't even know it sound like that because I normally take it off before it. So, it's all crazy.
I like some of the music I like. I love, like, the newer stuff. But then there's some of that shit I'm like, God damn. That's just me being older and just the content of the music. But but with all this music dropping, I don't believe that you're gonna have those, like, you listen to Deja Vu at Noon, right? I don't see a lot of those songs being on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's because they can't.
No, ain't gonna be no Deja Vu with them.
Like, it's almost like old, like, and I don't want to sound older or anything, but it's almost like throwback music stopped at 2010. In 2010, you was pushing it. You was complaining. Yeah, with a lot of I couldn't even tell you really I couldn't even really tell you any big, super big songs.
But a lot of times, like around that era, that time, the record companies didn't have a hold on the streaming.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know what sound to make happen out there. They didn't know what the kids wanted, because they was getting cheap. They weren't making no money. Everybody was streaming stuff. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they put out, they just put out. There ain't no certain sound back there. You listen like 2010, 2011, 2012.
It's all over the place.
Yeah. Only one artist ran it. That was probably like Drake and Beyonce.
Future.
Yeah. Now,
Meek Mill.
Since me too. Now, since they got a hold of it, there's all kind of artists coming out. They're making money off everybody. What they do?
That's a fact.
Giving like a quarter of a penny away for a stream to the artist, and they get the rest.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, let's put up everything. We got now artists. We get rich. We get crazy rich. Let's give them off a million streams. Let's give them $10,000.
Well, the thing about it is now when you look at the culture later on, 20 years from now, this will be the first time that we as black people our music will be buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the classics from 20 years prior, you got classics. 20 years before that, you got classics. 20 years before that, you got classics. 20 years, 40 years, 100 years from now, when they go back into 2023 and what we were doing and what music sound like, we're not what we used to be as a culture.
And
You know
that's
what I'm
why,
saying?
and that's why somebody like October London is killing him right now, because
Right. Got to bring
he
it
has,
back.
he has substance and a quality sound,
Yeah.
and that's like I never forget. I was setting GI up for a wedding, and he threw it on, and I just stopped what I was doing, and I
Right.
had to stand there and I listened to the whole record. He was like, "Yo, fam, it's October London, fam. I got to put you on." And ever since then, I downloaded it while I was out, and ever since then, I've been listening to it because that sound resonates with me. This other stuff pretty much doesn't.
That's because you was brought up on that sound. You can reminisce.
But that's
You can remember.
not forever though. That's the thing about it. That's that's the new version of mom cooking and cleaning in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And having some positive vibe. Everybody's into this energy now. Trying to get back to the positive energy. If the energy ain't positive like us, we in here with this positive energy. It's nothing but love for us. You know what I'm saying? I love Big Reg. That's my dude. I call Reg. He show up for me. He know. Ain't no way. I think Reg, when I first bought my mixer, I hadn't even used it. And Reg called me and said, "Bob, I need to hold your mixer." And I thought he had a lot of audacity. But he's never not showed up for me. And I was like, I'm not about to not let Reg hold my mixer. But there's not another person that could have called me, including my mama, and told me they needed to use my brand new mixer. I think I had just paid for that, bought that thing. Remember, Reg, like $2 grand, 24. I don't know what I paid for the thing. But I hadn't even used it. I told Reg about it. And then I think you said your mixer axed up on your on the thing, Reg. Remember?
But what he not telling y'all is I got the same mixer, so it was only so the 2,000 he paid, I had already paid the same 2,000, so I knew where he was. So yeah,
but I hadn't even used it, Reg. That's the part you ain't getting. It was still in the box. Reg was like,
it was in the box.
Need to use that. I was like, man, I ain't even used it yet. He was like, let me get that. And I was like, here you go.
The most important part of the piece of equipment, because when I started, the mixer wasn't the most expensive thing.
No,
I remember the mixer being overpriced when like the Vaztec started coming out.
The turntable was the most expensive.
The turntable. But when the Vaztec was the 05, I think it was the 07.
Yeah,
it was like $1,000. I remember I couldn't afford that when they got a Numark. The Numark was $800.
Right.
Cuba did that right there with that crab scratch. You got to get it. That's the crab. So they made.
And they all do the same shit though.
but not these new ones. These new ones doing something different.
No curve on mixers back then. That was the first one with a curve on it. That's why they did all
curve, had the EQ.
And the mixers was and them faders was still bleeding.
The optical fader they put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you could replace the fader though, because they used to die out. And I used to have this. Listen,
look at
right here.
Right there.
Oh no, it's the other one. I keep some spray that you spray on your needles and in the fader. You get that sound out of there. Man, please. Yeah.
Listen.
No, I put a lot of people onto that. I got put onto that a long time ago. Back Radio Shack used to sell it. They
tuner spray.
That spray. And see, even now, you're supposed to spray that into your needle heads and use the eraser to clean that out, because especially if you use those other shells, because those shells don't connect. Those banana ones we started out using because they look so whatever, those are really short on the end. And sometimes you don't get a good connection. So you're supposed to clean the inside of this S-arm turntable and clean that needle with an eraser, and it makes the contact come back. That's why a lot of times you're playing backwards and doing all type of crazy stuff, and you can't figure it out, and then it'll finally connect once that static electricity leave out of it. But you can, combat that with a eraser, because I mess with the turntables and I keep the Technique head shells on there. I'm not switching that up with the Ortofons though, of course.
Fine, Lito. Got anything else?
Nah.
We had these cats for a long time tonight, man. Appreciate y'all coming on to the break of dawn. I'm gonna replay this right here. I'm saying, so you're gonna see it on Facebook, you're gonna see it over here. So if the name is tagged in it, that's why I'm tagging everybody when I replay it, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all coming on, man. Reggie Reg, DJ Killer B, Your Majesty, Easy BL with the clientele, all them dudes right there, GI, all the DJs out there watching in the chat. DJ City, respect every time, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what was up with the joint. It wouldn't let nobody else in, so I couldn't let nobody else in, man. So
Yeah, GI, man. We got a nice picture of him, though.
You know, G.I.
Oh, when it froze,
Right.
word. But yo, man, we
Tag
gotta
the
hit like last year. Y'all have a good night. Make it right, man.
Listen,
Let's
I
see y'all, brothers.
appreciate you having us, man. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Respect every time.
Respect.
G. All right, easy. All right,
All right.
man.
Oh, shout out to G Nice, though.
G Nice, respect.
And all the DJs.
Daddy Kennedy, be easy out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. My man, Ease and everybody.
Yes, yes.